Hello! I'm Maren of the Three Reds, and today I'd like to show you up close and personal one of the roles that I do in the Three Reds. I have the opportunity of doing many things within Three Reds, including singer, songwriter, video editor, once in a while pianist, meme maker, flosser, hair whipper. Wait, what? Whee! But today I want to talk about the harp. All right, enough of that. So this baby harp is classified as a lever harp. Not super big, it's pretty easy and pretty convenient to take around and to stick different places. Not as big as a piano, but not as small as a piccolo or a flute, so pick your poison. It's kind of in the middle. I love it. The anatomy of a harp is pretty simple. Strings, soundboard, pillar, bass, tuning pins, and levers. The levers are what makes a lever harp different from a pedal harp, which we will get to soon. I guess the main reason that I like using the baby harp is it has kind of an Irish flair when I'm able to perform pieces that have that sort of gander. I also like being able to take it places. It's a whole lot more convenient than taking around a 6-foot-tall harp. I can fit it into nice little places, shove it in closets, easy to take to college, etc., etc., etc. Story time! So I lived in Japan for a year and a half and had a crazy miracle where I was able to borrow a lever harp from a church member after I arrived in Japan. I borrowed it for the full year and a half. I would take the harp with me all over the Nagoya area, doing performances and sometimes even, yes, you guessed it, bike around with it on my back. Cause what do you know, it was a backpack harp. Totally safe, Mom. The only downside was that my body wasn't really happy about it. It still isn't really happy about it. But you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, you gotta make lemonade. And making lemonade requires you to cut lemons, and sometimes in that process you just lose a finger or two. Just kidding, that can't happen. I need these. Anyway, after playing on a lever harp for a couple of years, I had graduated in skill level to the pedal harp. But at the time we didn't have a pedal harp, so I would run across the street to the neighbor's house and practice on their pedal harp every morning, I think, for a couple of years. Early in the morning until I had proven to myself and my parents that yes, I was serious about this, yes, I liked it, and yes, I was moderately, if not above averagely good at this harp thing. So hard work and dedication paid off because we invested in a pedal harp. The Style 30. While the baby harp comes up to my hip, the pedal harp is actually taller than me. What? So you're probably asking yourself, what's the difference between a pedal harp and a lever harp, besides the size difference, which is pretty obvious? As I briefed before, the pedal harp uses pedals instead of levers to add or lessen the amount of pressure on the string, which makes the note sharp or flat. It's also bigger and has more strings, more octaves, so the amount of repertoire that you can play on the harp is larger. You have selections of Bach, Rachmaninoff, pop, jazz, and even some very, very difficult piano pieces that can be arranged for the harp, all at the tip of your fingers. I fell in love with the Style 30, but there are a lot of other styles of harps that are on the market, if you're in the market. Gold harps, fancy harps, mahogany harps, even pink harps, if that strikes the tune that plays you. That makes sense. I was trying to be a pun. A funny thing I get all the time is that people ask me what I've named my harp. Apparently naming your instruments really is a thing. And I always feel super uncool because I have not named my harp. But I have a good reason. When I sit down and wrap my arms around the harp becomes an extension of me. It becomes part of me. We move together, make music together, and breathe together. So if I was going to call my harp anything, I'd probably have to call it Marp. I know, that was bad. I'll stop. Moving Marp to go perform places can be really tricky. It's really big, it's very heavy, it's quite an investment, and I have to wrap it up, put it on a dolly, take it down the stairs, put it in the car, take it over to the place, take it out of the car, take it wherever it is, fend it off from people who are trying to touch it. Everyone wants to touch the harp. In all the years that I've moved the harp, I have only had one major incident, knock on wood, and that incident, that terrifying moment, was caught on film. Let's take a look. Viewer discretion is advised. I mean, imagine me backstage. It was the Miss Utah competition. I had just finished my performance. It was final night. It was 90 seconds of pure adrenaline. I go off stage feeling good, pumped up, getting ready for the next thing, for a next spontaneous onstage question, and I start hearing the audience go, "Oh!" So I go out and look, the harp is falling. I basically run on stage to try to save it. He manages to wrangle it, but, my gosh, I mean, it was... Anyway, playing harp is such a joy, and playing it with the three reds is so fun. If there's anything about harps that I didn't get to and you want to know, please stick it in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching the video, stopping by the channel, and don't forget to leave a like. If you like music, harps, redheads, or pizza, please subscribe. And if you don't like music, harps, redheads, or pizza, who are you? Well, see you another time here on Three Reds.